You're booking the same hotels as everyone else, paying full price, while other travelers in the lobby got upgraded rooms, free breakfast, and paid half what you did. On a retirement income, every wasted dollar is a trip you won't take, a visit to your grandchildren that you'll postpone, or a bucket list destination that stays a distant dream. In this video, I'll show you 2 proven hotel savings strategies. One earns you free nights, the other gives you instant VIP status. And I'll explain exactly which one matches your travel style. Hi friends, I'm Mary. I love to plan travel for my family, and having spent 30 years on a teacher's salary, I am all about saving money. Now that I'm retired, I travel more than ever, but I had to get smart about it. Today, we're talking hotels, because that's usually your biggest trip expense after airfare. I'm going to share 2 completely different approaches to saving serious money on hotels. And here's the thing nobody tells you. There are 2 equally valid paths to saving. One path is better if you're a planner who books the same hotel chains every time. The other is better if you prefer flexibility and instant gratification. Stick with me and you'll know exactly which one fits your travel style. But before we dive into strategies, I need to tell you about Hotel Elite status and why the way most people try to earn it is actually backwards. We'll come back to this in a few minutes, and when we do, it's going to change how you think about hotel loyalty forever. First, let's talk strategy about hotel loyalty programs. Now, you might think loyalty programs are just about collecting points, right? Sign up, stay at hotels, collect points, book a free night eventually. That's not wrong, but that's just the surface level strategy. If that's all you're doing, you are leaving money on the table. Here's what changed my perspective. Last year, I stayed at a Marriott while visiting my niece, paid $120 a night for 4 nights, earned about 4,000 points. Seemed fine. Then I met another traveler at breakfast, lovely woman named Patricia, about my age, and she told me she'd earned 6,000 points per night at the same hotel, got free breakfast, and her room had been upgraded. Same hotel, same nights, completely different experience. The difference? She had Marriott Platinum Elite status. And you know me, that got me looking. And here's what I found about how hotel loyalty programs actually work. This is important, so grab a pen. All the major hotel chains have a loyalty program. That's chains like Marriott, Hilton, Hyatt, IHG, Wyndham, Choice, and Best Western. Even some you have never heard of like Sonesta, Shangri-La Golden Circle, leading hotels of the world, small luxury hotels of the world. Such imaginative names. Regardless of how much effort they put into branding, they all work the same. You join for free. When you stay, you earn points or credits. That's simple enough. But you already know there is more to it. There is also status involved. The more you stay, the higher your status level climbs. And higher status can mean bigger point bonuses, free upgrades, late checkout, free breakfast, and more. For example, a base Marriott member earns 10 points per dollar spent, but a Gold Elite member earns 25% more points, gets a shot at room upgrades, and free late checkout. The next tier, Platinum Elite, gets 50% bonus points, free breakfast, and potential suite upgrades. So how do you get that elite status? The traditional way is simple. Stay a lot. Most programs require anywhere from 25 to 60 nights per year to reach top-tier status. Of course, the most popular programs require the most nights. Smaller programs require less nights simply because they have fewer properties to choose from. And you're probably thinking, Mary, I don't travel 60 nights a year. Exactly. Either do I. This is where most of us give up. But here's what's interesting. You don't need top-tier status to see real value. Mid-tier status, which might only take 10 to 25 nights, still gets you meaningful perks. Let me make this concrete. Say you take 4 trips a year, 3 nights each. That's 12 nights. If you stay at the same hotel chain every time, always Marriott or always Hilton, you hit mid-tier status. Suddenly, your next nights start earning bonus points, get better Wi-Fi, and maybe a free late checkout. Here's the smart play for earning status this way. Pick one hotel chain. Stick with it religiously for a year. Every trip, every city, book that chain. Yes, you'll sacrifice some flexibility, but in year 2, you'll be traveling with elite benefits, earning points faster, and those free nights start to add up. If you go this route, I recommend Marriott for most people because they have the most properties worldwide. This makes it easier to find a property that works for you. But if you travel mostly in big cities, the Hyatt program might be better than Marriott. Travel in a combination of cities in rural America? IHG's got better coverage. You'll need to do some homework to figure out which chain best fits where you want to go. Now, some of you are thinking, I really don't want to wait a whole year to get status benefits. Hold that thought. We're getting there in just a minute. But first, you need to understand how valuable these points actually are. A lot of people don't think they are worth the effort, and I get it. Points feel abstract, like monopoly money. But points have real value, and if you understand that value, you can make smarter decisions. Here's the general rule. Most hotel points are worth between 0.5 cents and 1.5 cents each. Marriott points, about 0.7 cents each. Hilton points, about 0.5 cents. Hyatt, about 1.5 cents. They're the most valuable. Let me show you why this matters. Say you earn 50,000 Marriott points in a year through stays. If you do the math, that's roughly $350 in real value. That's 3 nights for free at a Category 2 hotel or 1 free night at a really nice Category 7 property. The sweet spot? Redeem points for higher-end hotels. At a Category 7 hotel, the value of those points could be even more than $350 on certain nights. If you're paying $120 for a Hampton Inn, use cash. But if you're eyeing a $400 per night resort for an anniversary, use points. At high-end properties, you'll often get better value, sometimes 1.5 or even 2 cents per point. But do the math yourself to confirm before dropping your hard-earned points on a room. All right, we've talked about earning status through stays. Now we get to the second strategy for achieving status. And this is the one that changed everything for me. Remember when I mentioned there's a backwards way people try to earn status? This is where that comes in. What if I told you that you could skip the whole stay 60 nights to earn status part and just start with elite status on day 1? This is where hotel credit cards come in. And before you tune out thinking, oh no, more credit cards, hear me out, because this is especially powerful for retirees who value some of the creature comforts in life. Certain hotel credit cards give you automatic elite status just for having the card. You don't stay a single night. You just open the card and boom, you're Gold Elite, Platinum Elite, or even Diamond. For example, the Marriott Bonvoy Brilliant card gives you automatic Platinum Elite status. That's the same status that normally requires 50 nights per year. The Hilton Aspire card? Automatic Diamond status, their highest tier. No stays required. Diamond normally requires 60 nights per year. Now these cards have high annual fees, typically $550 to $650. I know it sounds high, and it is, but here's the math that matters. If you take even 3 trips a year, the free breakfast benefit alone saves you hundreds of dollars. Add in free room upgrades, bonus points, travel credits, and other perks, you're easily getting $600 to $800 in value. Plus, most of these cards come with some sort of annual free night certificates, which offsets the fee even more. I know what you're wondering now. Which strategy should I actually pick? We're going to answer that in about 2 minutes. But first, I need to tell you about the one mistake I see seniors make with both strategies that costs them hundreds of dollars. Stay with me. Here's the mistake, and I've made it myself. People treat hotel points and status like set it and forget it. They earn points, they get status, and then they don't maximize it. You'd be shocked how many travelers have 100,000 points sitting in an account, slowly devaluing because they're saving them for a special trip. Or people with elite status who still book through third-party discount sites and don't get any of their benefits because most chains only honor elite perks if you book direct. Let me tell you what happened to my friend George. Lovely man, retired engineer. He had platinum status with Marriott from a credit card and 150,000 points saved up. Sounds great, right? Then Marriott changed their award chart. Overnight, the hotel he'd been eyeing for an anniversary trip jumped from 35,000 points per night to 60,000 points per night. His 4 free nights suddenly became 2 free nights. He simply waited too long. Here's my rule. Use your points within 12 months of earning them. Book that trip. Take that grandkid on an adventure. Don't hoard points. They are meant to be used. Points are not a retirement account. They're meant to be spent now. And rule number 2, if you have elite status, whether earned or from a credit card, always, always, always book directly through the hotel. Never book through third-party sites, think Expedia or Booking.com. By using a third party to book, you'll forfeit your free breakfast, your upgrades, everything. The few dollars you might save are rarely worth losing $50 plus in daily benefits. Remember at the beginning when I said most people earn status backwards? Here's what I meant. Most people spend all year staying at hotels, slowly climbing towards status, paying full price the whole time. Then, if they don't stay 50 or even 60 days at the same chain in that year, they achieve only mid-tier status. And frankly, mid-tier status is hardly worth the sacrifice. But if they'd just gotten the credit card first, they would have had top-tier status from day one, earning bigger point bonuses and getting perks on every single stay along the way. When you get the card first, you're not working toward the reward. You start with the reward and compound the benefits from there. That's the backwards part everyone misses. Okay, decision time. Path 1, earn through stays. Path 2, instant status through credit cards. Which one's right for you? This isn't one size fits all, and anyone who tells you otherwise is selling something. Here's my guidance. Choose the earn through stays path if you already travel over 50 days a year, you're okay with sticking with one hotel chain for a year, and you want to avoid annual credit card fees. This path is perfect if you're doing long-term snowbird stays, visiting family regularly, or taking multiple road trips. Your consistency pays off naturally. On the other hand, you should choose the instant status card path if you take fewer trips per year but want VIP treatment on each one, you value flexibility across hotel brands, or you travel internationally where elite perks matter more. Honestly, if you're over 50 and retired, I lean toward the credit card path for most people. With the cards, you get instant gratification, the math works out favorably, and if you get multiple cards, you're not locked into one chain when maybe the best hotel in town is a different brand. But, and this is important, only get the card if you'll use those hotel credits, breakfast benefits, and free night certificates. If you take one trip every 2 years, the annual fee probably isn't worth it. Stick with the slow and steady earning path in that case. One last insider tip before we wrap up. This one's a game changer if you often find yourself traveling with a spouse or partner. If you're traveling with a partner, here's the ultimate strategy. Each of you gets a Hilton Aspire credit card that comes with a free night certificate that can be used at any Hilton hotel. If you use it at the right hotel, that free night voucher can be worth more than the annual fee in one shot. With 2 of you working together, 2 certificates allow you to stay for 2 nights. And you can double up all of the other annual credits, saving even more. Alternatively, you could each get a card from a different program. One gets the Hilton Aspire card, and the other gets the Marriott Brilliant card. Now you've got elite status in 2 different hotel chains. When you travel, you book whichever chain has the better property or price in that city. You're flexible, you're covered, and you're both earning points in different programs. It's the best of both worlds. My husband and I do a variant of exactly this. I have Hilton Diamond status through my credit card. My husband built his Marriott Platinum status through a couple of Marriott business credit cards he kept from the old days before he retired. When we travel, we compare and choose the best option. It's like having insurance. You're never stuck. All right, friends, let's wrap this up. Hotels are expensive, but they don't have to be. Pick your path. Earn through stays if you're consistent and patient, or grab instant status with a credit card if you want benefits now. If you can afford the annual fees, keeping the credit cards can actually come out ahead over time. Either way, stop paying full price for the same rooms other people are getting for free or with massive upgrades. You've earned the right to a few perks that make your trip just a little better. Which path works best for you? Drop a comment to let us know. And if you found this helpful, give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you don't miss my next money-saving travel guide. Until next time, travel smart, travel often, and remember, the world's still got so much to show you.